Hello and welcome to today's session. In our project, the DMS project, Dealership Management Software, we're going to use a couple of process automation items. In the next session, as you can see it in Kinzitech, we're going to create a flow, a quick lead flow that we're going to append to the home page. So when you watch that video and the drill, we'll be able to do that, create the flow. However, before we do that, we want to use a process builder. Again, a workflow or process builder. A lot of companies use it interchangeably. Some companies are still using Classic or have not upgraded to process builder. So you can use a workflow or you can use a process builder. It doesn't make a big difference, but at the end of the day, there are certain things that we need, which is the object in which we're creating the automation for, the field where the value is going to change, a criteria. When is this going to happen? When are we going to do the action? And then the action. What would you like to do when that criteria changes? Are you trying to send an email, schedule a task, update a certain field in an object or fields? An example that we're going to take for our project, the DMS, is what we call the loyalty program. For instance, I'm part of an airline loyalty program. I fly a lot with a certain airline. So lucky for me, when I come to check in, a lot of people stand in line, but I'm one of the first people to get called in. Also, a lot of people only get a one free bag. They have to pay for the second one. Guess what? I get the second one free because I fly a lot with them. I'm part of their loyalty program. So in Ford Dodge, our corporation, dealership, we'd also like to have a loyalty program. Our loyalty program basically says, if you were to buy a car $20,000 or more, we're going to send you an email and welcome you to our loyalty program. So what's the criteria for our process builder? It's that on the object, for Dodge, where we have our vehicles, if the price of what you're buying, so we're checking on the field price, if the value of the price is more than greater than or equal to, so it's $20,000 or more, that's our criteria. What do we want to do? Do we want to update a field? Do we want to schedule a task? No, we only want to send an email, basically, welcome you to our loyalty program. You guys are going to design the email template. So you're going to go to the templates and redesign it and have it say, welcome to our loyalty program. But for now, what we're going to do, we're going to keep it simple and we're just going to use an existing sales welcoming email for the new customer. So here's what we need for our workflow or process builder. We need an object, we need a field, we need a criteria, and then our action. So let's go ahead and create this together. We go to Setup, Process Automation, and on Process Automation, we're going to use Process Builder. And then we're going to click on New. We're going to continue in Process Builder. The process name, we're going to call it DMS Loyalty Program. When does it start? It starts when, again, we're interested in an object, value changing, so a record changes. We're going to use the first one for now. And then save it. So now we have three main boxes: the object, the criteria, and what's going to happen. So the object, as we know, is our company's object for Dodge. We can go ahead and search for it, or just be lazy and start typing the first letters. We use for Dodge. Now, is it only for new records, or is it for existing records to change? So if somebody bought a car the first time, it's a new record. But if the price changed, now we have an inflation and the car goes from 19,000 to 21,000. So we want both, when it's created or edited. So we're going to go ahead and choose this. And now we're going to save it. Notice this is going to turn to blue, which means completed successfully. This is white. We want it to turn to blue. So now we chose the object. We want to choose the criteria. So the criteria name is going to be our DMS criteria. Okay, I need a field, I need an operator, and I need a value. So let's use our field, which is the price. I can search through my fields, or I could be lazy and start typing the first letters and then choose price. So price. If it's greater than or equal to, so it's $20,000 or more. So I need to change equals to greater than or equal to. And then the value, it's going to be $20,000. Right? Looks good. We're going to save it, and this should turn some shade of blue. And it did. So this is completed. This is completed. So what's going to happen when the field price in the object for Dodge is greater than or equal to 20,000? Well, let's choose our action. So we could create a record, we can send an email, we could do a lot of other things, but for now, all we want to do is create a record. I'm sorry, email alert. All right, we're going to call it DMS alert. Let's go ahead and create an alert package. And we're going to create a new email alert. And so the description, it's going to be, this is a DMS loyalty program alert. So the name is DMS loyalty program alert. Okay, what object? So anything that has a red next to it is required. So we got to make sure to populate that. It's for Dodge. Who is it going to be sent to? Let's just test it by sending to myself first. And we need to choose an email template. I'm going to use an existing one for now, but for the DMS project, you're going to customize one of those. So you're going to probably clone this and then redesign it so it matches the verbiage of welcoming someone to a DMS loyalty program. We're going to choose sales new customer email. So now we have the names, the object, the email template, and who it's going to be sent to. Everything looks good. Let's go ahead and save it. Okay. Now that we've done it, let's go back to our process builder. Let's make sure we choose the email alert, which is DMS loyalty program alert. Let's save it. Is it going to work? Everything looks good in blue, but it's not going to work because it's not active. So let's click to activate it. Confirm. All right, it's about 7:36. Now we want to make sure that this works. So we're going to test it by going to our app. Let's refresh this. Create a new record. Not a lot of fields are required. So just to keep it short, we want to keep a price over 20,000. Let's hit save. If this worked, we should have received an email. And sure enough, we're going to see that we received our email. So congratulations on creating the process automation. Now we're going to go ahead and do that for our DMS. You can use a workflow or process automation to set this up, send out the email for the DMS loyalty. And also next, we do have the flow where we need to create using the Kinsey Tech page on Flows Builder. We're going to need to create on our homepage access to the flow or the quick leads, the creation of the quick leads through Flow on our homepage. Enjoy that as well. Best of luck. Thank you. Thank you for joining us in today's session. We hope that you enjoyed it. And we'd like to invite you to a lot of our free sessions. Simply visit our website at kinseytech.com/events. Thank you again.